I'm not one of these gloom and doomers that's going to say the world's ending and all that. We're seeing a recession. Recessions have happened. They're not scary. There's a lot of good policies being proposed by Trump to restructure the economy. In our report, we're not calling for a systemic crisis like the Great Financial Crisis. If that happens, we'll call it out in real time, and that's when it gets tricky. If we start to see, basically daisy chain effects of bank failures spreading fast. So far, that hasn't materialized. There was a bank scare in 2023. We had a bunch of big bank failures here in the U.S., but the Fed implemented the long-term funding program for these banks that kind of stabilized the outflows of deposits. So they did their job. They prevented a bank run, but the problem now is that was due to duration risk in their portfolio, where the Fed was at 0 for 14 years and went to 5%. That caused some of the banks to be upside down on their held to maturity safe securities like treasuries and whatnot. That's easy for the Fed to cover. What they're not going to cover is credit risk, and there's a lot of credit risk. So we're going to see some bank failures as long as it doesn't turn into a panic. I think we get through this, and we need a cleansing. The question is this the big one, the end of the everything bubble? And again, I can't call that, but there's a lot of risk right now.